Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Tuesday, April 21st, 2015. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Cardoodle. This is Jim. If you're from the United States, I hope you enjoyed your tax day last week. I've started sketching some ideas for next month's cartoon, and this month's episode of Welcome to Boulder Dash should be out by this Friday. Because this month's cartoon was set back about a week because I got sick, I want to get this one done in a shorter period of time if possible. In a few moments you'll probably see me drawing a lot of clouds here and there. Started thinking about summer showers and stuff like that because we've had a lot of that around Atlanta lately. Let's bring it back around to what I was talking about earlier, because talking about taxes would have been a really great segue into what I was going to talk about next. So let's just pretend I put those two things right together. I'm talking about presidential campaign season, because who doesn't love campaign season? And I knew we'd entered campaign season because my feeds on various social networks have slowly started a trickle of political opinions. Now, if you're on any kind of online social network, you're exposed to political opinions all the time, but emotions get heightened a little bit more once campaign season begins. For some people, this means lively political debate. For me, it means almost never commenting on a status or retweeting or reblogging anything for the next year and a half. I'm not going to get into what my political stances are here, because frankly, you're either going to agree with me or you won't. I'm not going to convince anybody of my opinion on this little video blog where I sketch cartoons. And to tell the truth, for the most part, I feel my political opinions are irrelevant when it comes to making entertaining content. One of the things that bothers me about politics in general is the fact that people get so emotional about their politics, and the internet gives people an immediate outlet for those emotions. So rather than sitting on our opinions and thinking them through and thinking about how you can properly communicate your ideas to other people, we instead just have shouting matches online. I honestly think that probably 90% of people don't feel as strongly about their politics as they post in their various statuses or tweets or whatever. It's just that heat of the moment when you see an inflaming article headline or hear a politician make some stupid statement that makes you post this highly emotional response. It makes it really easy to characterize your opponents as inhuman, ignorant monsters. But that's not the way the world works. The liberals are not stupid and evil. The conservatives are not stupid and evil. They just have different methodologies as how to solve big problems. Now, an individual within one of those spheres can be self-motivated or truly uncaring about the consequences of their actions, but that does not mean that the groups themselves are necessarily bad things. Honestly, I feel like because a political group doesn't have a face attached to it, it's much easier to demonize the group as a whole than to point out an individual and say that person is not acting in the best interest of the country. And of course, a key problem with having different ideologies as to how the country can be run is that ultimately when you enact an ideology, you're running an experiment. It's very difficult to prove or disprove if your policies work until they've actually been tested. And of course, human beings, being both naturally risk-averse as well as being confident in their own opinions, will jump to the conclusion that the other side must by default be wrong. But I don't want to get into an argument with anybody in the comments or anywhere else about politics. Go ahead and post your opinions in the comments section, but honestly, I'm not smart enough to really have a political debate, and I'm not really interested in having one on my channel, because I don't think we should care so much about whether people are left or right. We should care about whether or not people are decent to each other. That wraps it up for this week. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and remember to check out the Facebook page too. Thank you so much once again for lending me your time this week. Keep an eye out for the next cartoon coming up on Friday, and I'll see you all for the next blog next Tuesday.